Welcome. Welcome to day 14 of 30 of our 30 sits in 30 days meditation for recovery as presented by the Wise Friends Network. 30 sits in 30 days, a Buddhist meditation course on meditation for recovery from addictions of all kind, whether it's alcohol, drugs, harmful behaviors, process addictions, all are welcome here. And yeah, it's day 14, the end of the second full week of meditation. Look at you go. 2 full weeks of meditation. If you've made it this far, and you've meditated every day, that's 2 full weeks every day. Um, Significantly more progress than what many people experience with the practice. So it's good to experience or celebrate the victories where they're at. Um, Most self improvement experts would argue that a new habit takes anywhere from 1 to 30 or so days to form. So you are well in that spectrum of range of establishing a daily meditative practice, and the wonders and joys that can have for you on your recovery journey. So, for today's practice, for day 14, to celebrate the end of our second week, we're going to do a metta loving kindness practice. And we're going to add a bit of a visualization element to today's practice. For those who may have difficulties with the mantra based metta loving kindness practice, which is a traditional approach, some of us uh, appreciate and connect very much to that concentration practice. Others appreciate having a visual element added to their practice. So for today's metta loving kindness practice, we'll be expanding and exploring a visual component to self compassion, self love, and metta towards ourself. So, as usual, there'll be one bell to signify the beginning. There'll be three to signify the end. We'll probably go for anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes today. And as always, bring an intention of friendliness and kindness to the practice, obviously. Um, and away we go. If you haven't done so already, feel free to close your eyes. Assume a seated position that you can be alert and attentive to, but also relaxed and not straining. With any of the heart practices, it's always good to be comfortable as we explore this. It's hard to send metta, loving kindness to ourselves when we're in excruciating pain, or physical pain at least. So try to be comfortable, but at the same time, preferably in an alert position, opposed to laying down or anything that would be prone for falling asleep. And we'll begin today's meditation by taking 2 deep breaths to center ourselves and honor this moment. Taking a deep breath in, deep breath out, another deep breath in, and a deep breath out. And we'll just jump right into a loving kindness practice. For this practice, imagine breathing in and out directly into your heart center. Imagine, if you will, as you inhale and exhale, breathing directly into your heart center. Visualize that, breathing into your heart. And imagine your heart expanding and contracting with the breath. Visualize that connection between the breath and the heart center. And if this is something you struggle with, and many in early recovery do, nothing wrong with that. Feel free to place your right hand over your heart. And as you breathe in and breathe out, visualize and sense the air entering and exiting your heart center. And then with your right hand, you can sense and feel the heart beating within your chest, the rising and falling of the chest, and connecting with your heart. Now, at this point, you can either leave your hand on your chest if you'd like, or you can place it back in your lap or at your side, whatever is most convenient. But I want you to start to visualize a small white light of loving kindness at the center of your heart. And imagine this ball of white light growing with each breath, expanding throughout your heart center. And imagine feeling the warmth within your heart, a visual sensation, a visceral sensation of warmth. Imagine this light starting to expand throughout your heart and then throughout your chest and your upper back. This warmth, this peace, this ease. Just a general feeling of metta loving kindness for ourselves and for all living beings everywhere. And begin to imagine being completely engulfed and enveloped in this energy of love and kindness for yourself and all living beings throughout your body, throughout your heart, to the top of your head, throughout your back, down to your feet. And begin to reflect on the phrases of loving kindness first towards ourselves. And in today's practice, it's good to acknowledge that it's often hard to cultivate loving kindness for others if we do not, in fact, love ourselves. That's why it's so important to start with ourselves and to make this a formal practice in recovery. You can play with whatever phrases you want today, but we'll use some traditional ones such as, may I be happy, may I be calm, may I be at peace, may I be at ease, may I be free of the suffering of addiction. May I be happy. May I be calm. May I be at ease. May I be free of the suffering of addiction. Find a natural rhythm and cadence that speaks to your heart today. And feel free to find some simple phrases with that loving, kind intention, with that visualization of being engulfed and enveloped in loving kindness for ourselves. May I be happy. May I be calm. May I be at peace and ease. May I be free of the suffering of addiction. And now, with this positive intention for ourselves established, let us expand the practice. Let's expand the practice in all directions to all living beings everywhere. Much of the metta practice is learning to take it off the cushion and take these feelings of loving kindness, compassion, generosity, and care for others out into the world. And begin to imagine visualizing that energy that's flowing throughout your body and sending it out in all directions. In front of you, behind you, to your sides, above you, below you. Start to visualize enveloping the whole world. First your home, wherever you're at, your immediate vicinity. And then imagine covering your city, your town, your state, and expanding ever outwards in all directions. Begin to envelop the entire world, entire universe, with these feelings of loving kindness and compassion for others. At which point we can add a mantra element of silently repeating to ourselves, may all beings everywhere be happy. May all beings everywhere be calm. May all beings everywhere be cared for and loved. And may all beings everywhere be free of the suffering of addiction. Radiating in all directions with an open heart and a fearless mind to the beings that are seen and unseen, the known and unknown, those who are being born tonight, and those who may be dying. without prejudice, without boundaries. We send metta loving kindness to all beings everywhere. May all beings everywhere be happy. May all beings everywhere be calm. May all beings everywhere be cared for and loved. And may all beings everywhere be free of the suffering of addiction. And it's at this point you can let the phrases go. You can return to the breath and body. You can reflect on any sensations of lightness, warmth, resistance. And in time, take this practice with you everywhere you go.